What is up, my YouTube users? I'm Joe, and you're probably wondering why I'm wearing this funny hat. Well, this is a Ravens Jester hat that I did buy for the tailgating season. Now, why I'm wearing this and this hot-ass jersey in 92 or something degree weather, don't ask me, but I want to show it to you. It's a really cool hat, and I really do like it. It's the Jester hat. But that's not what we're talking today. We're talking top 5 coaches, top 5 fans. The NFL.com released their top 5 coaches a couple days back. And 2 days ago, or a day ago, they released top 5 fans. Well, I kind of looked at their list, and I was like, you know what? I do agree with this list to a point. I definitely agree with the coaches, not in the same order. And I definitely agree with the fans, not in the same order, but in a different complex. So I want to do this, and I'd like to hear your point of views. Let's leave a video response, a comment. Tell me who you think the best fans in the NFL are, and who the best coaches in the NFL are. First of all, I want to give a congratulations speech, if you want to call that, to Don Scott of WJZ13 in Baltimore, Maryland. My station is KDKA up here, 2 or something, I forgot the channel number, up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, but I do watch WJZ when I'm down in Baltimore. Don Scott and Marty Bass have been there. He's been there for 35 years. I think after a while, 18 years later, or earlier than that, something like that, in 85 or 86, whatever, Marty Bass joined him. Don Scott, 35 years, WJZ13. I wanted to say congratulations, brother, because you've made every morning special. Every day I've watched you. I haven't watched you since, obviously you came to WJZ in 1974. I haven't watched you that earlier. Wasn't born until late in the 80s. But ever since then, I've being about, I can still remember 5 or 6 years old watching Don Scott on WJZ13. And brother, hope we give you another 5, 6 years. Don't leave yet, because it's gonna be a sad day when you leave WJZ13. Screw KDK. That's my news station, but I don't really like them. My top 5 coaches in the NFL. Definitely, it's going to go ahead. Number 5 is going to be Andy Reid. You got to love Andy Reid's style of playing. You got to love his style of playmaking. Number 4 in the NFL top coaches is going to go to Mr. Tom up there for the New York Giants. This guy has got the Giants in his pocket. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. Don't look at it and say, what do you mean he's got it in his pocket? Not in a bad way. He's got him in the right side of his pocket in a good way. Not the left side, the wrong side there. I love him, and I love his coaching style with Eli and how he's developed Eli from being a bad quarterback, because he was bad when he first came to New York. Then he's now, look who he now. Took him to the Super Bowl 2 years back, and obviously 12-4 season this year, and almost to the Super Bowl this year again. At number 3, I'm going to go ahead and say Jeff Fisher, Tennessee Titans. You gotta love him. You gotta love how he works, how he's developed with Kerry Collins down there, Vince Young, how he developed Albert Hainsworth. How he's developing this rookie Chris Johnson, which is now a veteran. You got to love him. You got to love his play styling and his playmaking. Number 2, Mike Tomlin, Pittsburgh Steelers. I love this guy. I don't like the Steelers, but I love this guy because he's coached this team very well. He took this team from being the best team possibly in the AFC or NFL to being the top team in the NFL, AFC North, or whatever you want to say, in NFL in general. And number 1 overall coach, and a lot of people are going to disagree with me here, but I was kind of in between Bill Belichick, which is not really a big surprise because he's got, it's a Patriots, but also one guy, and that is Mike Singletary. Now, he hasn't been productive with the 49ers. I think he's a new coach last year. I'm not sure, but this guy, once I heard that speech, I want winners, and this guy, he gives you what you want to hear. He doesn't say, well, we lost, and we'll get better. He tells you straight up, if you're not a winner, you're not on my team. That's why I love him. This hat is really getting annoying. So that's my top 5 coaches. But Bill Belichick definitely comes in at number 1. He has to. But definitely Mike Singletary's right there, too. Childress there is another guy. John Fox. There's a lot of guys there. Lovie Smith. Sorry, I'm just playing with you. But anyway, no, he's a good guy. But coaching material, I don't really ever agree with him. But anyway, top 5 NFL fans. My difference from this list as well. Number 5, Kansas City Chiefs. These people are amazing. I've been to Arrowhead. This stadium is amazing. Even though their team is not a Super Bowl playoff winning kind of good season contender, they're always a great team to work with. Number 4, best fans in the NFL. You got to go ahead and hand it to the Washington Redskins. Their stadium is not, the best in the world. Their stadium atmospheres are the best, but these people travel. I've seen Redskins fans all over the country before. When they play, they're definitely in that move there when it goes to playing the best. Number 3, fans that travel. Again, this is based on a lot of things. Number 3, I'm going to go ahead and possibly say the Philadelphia Eagles. Definitely a huge upset. These people will upset your stadium. I don't mean upset like, wow, an upset. I mean upset your stadium. That's how they are. They travel. They're loud. They're great fans. But also, I had them tied kind of number, if you want to say 3 there. I kind of had them tied with the Oakland Raiders, because the Oakland Raiders, they don't travel a lot, but their fans are crazy. They'll beat the crap out of you for saying, hey, you know what? I don't like Jamarcus Russell. You'll get your ass kicked if you're in the Coliseum. At number 2, go ahead and put this on your list, the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't think they're the best fans. They travel. I mean, you look at them, they probably are the best fans in the NFL, but I still have one team ahead of them. I love the Steelers. Well, I hate the Steelers, but I hate their fans, but I love how their organization works. Around the world, around the country. Number 1, the Green Bay Packers. Consecutive sellouts every single home game since the 1960s. These guys, when you have a game in England, if you had a game with the Green Bay Packers, these people will travel. You'll see cheeseheads everywhere. You got to give it to Green Bay. You seriously got to give it up. Cowboys, Patriots, Giants, they travel a lot too. And actually, I might even go ahead and put the Patriots or the Giants ahead of the Washington Redskins. I do see a lot of Redskins fans around, but not heavily. Not a lot. Not a lot. But again, it's not really traveling. It's really the best fans have the loudest in the stadium. But you got to also go ahead and give Seahawks a shout out. This is kind of like a top 10, 11 list. Because Seattle, loudest stadium in the NFL. I'm Joe. Don't forget to do your list if you'd like. And while you're doing it, go buy yourself a fleece Chester hat in 96-degree weather and go ahead and put it on and sweat your ass off for everybody. Ravens wide receiver core needs to be addressed. We'll talk more about that. Go check it out. 105.7 The Fan, Scott Garcone and Nina Marks talking about it. I'm Joe. I'll check y'all out later on my top 5 coaches, top 5 teams, or top 5 fans.